What's going on, everybody? I hope you all have an amazing day so far, or amazing morning so far. Today what we're going to be talking about is how to meal prep. So how to actually properly meal prep when it comes to your weight loss goals. Why is meal prep I find so awesome? I mean, number one is that it takes away so much stress. Like, you don't have to count your calories all the time. You don't have to, make your meals fresh all the time. And it saves you a tremendous amount of time as well. And it's so easy to follow because once you just set it up once or twice per week and stuff, you just follow it and you're all good to go. So today we're gonna be talking on how we can actually properly set up our meal prep, how I do my own meal prep, some of my clients, and just different ways that you can meal prep. So diving into this, first and foremost, we got to figure out what is realistic with your lifestyle. What do you, how does your family work? How does it all work? So do you like to cook suppers fresh with your family? Do you guys all eat suppers together, or are you by yourself? Whatever it may be. Because here's the thing, you could meal prep your breakfast every morning, for example. You could meal prep just your lunches. You can meal prep perhaps just your carbs for the week. You can meal prep just little things like that. For example, I meal prep all of my potatoes for the whole week and all of my rice. So my carbs are out of the way, so I don't have to really worry about it. So I'll break down kind of what my methods are here soon. But that's the first thing, is you got to figure out okay, what is realistic for me? What do I want? Do I like the fresh food? Am I okay with There we go. There we go. And it's am I okay with eating, heated up food, whatever it may be. So you got to first figure out what is realistic for you and what you want. Now, the next thing though is how we actually properly meal prep. So first of all, we got to set up the schedule side of things. So when are you going to go get the groceries? When are you going to meal prep? All of that. You got to build it into your routine, because what's going to happen is you can do good for 1 or 2 weeks, but if it's not scheduled in your routine, eventually you're going to have those days where it's just want to be lazy today, and you're not going to want to go to the grocery store. And if it's not written down a part of your plan, then you'll just easily not go. So when you write it down though, and it's okay, this is just what I do, then it's okay, I don't care if I'm lazy feeling, I'm just going to go and I'm going to get it done. And then I'm going to feel so much better about myself because I accomplished what I need to do. So that's the first thing, is scheduling time to get the groceries and planning that all out. So for example, what I do is every Sunday I will go get my groceries in the evening. So in the mornings we'll typically go out in nature and stuff like that, or enjoy the day. And then around 6 or 7 or so, I'll go get the groceries and then I meal prep after. And I do that every Sunday, and I just do it one time per week, and that's kind of what works with me. So that's what you got to figure out first, is the scheduled time. Okay, so are you going to meal prep 1 time per week? Are you going to meal prep 2 times per week? I know some of my clients they like to mix it up, whoever does meal prep. So I know a common one is meal prep on Sundays and then meal prep on Wednesdays as well, if you really like fresh meals. So that's what you got to figure out first. Now you got to figure out the next one is what to actually meal prep, right? So your foods and all that. But before we dive into that, of course, you need to get the proper containers. Now, when it comes to food, so let's say if you meal prep 1 time per week, like I do, I will typically leave 3 of my meals in the fridge, and then the 2 other ones will be in the freezer. Okay, and when I heat them up, I just put them in the microwave for a few minutes, and it's perfect. It tastes the exact same. I find sometimes the chicken is a little different, but other than that, it tastes the exact same. Put a little hot sauce on it, get the flavor in there, and you're all good to go. So yeah, once you figure out though your scheduled time, your routine, how you're gonna set that all up, the next thing, and you got your containers and everything for the meal prep, the next thing is getting the calories and all of that stuff all done up. So the food you're gonna prep, the calories and everything too. There's a few ways you could do it with the food. So it really depends on your personality, right? Because some people could be very robotic. It's I can eat the same thing almost every day. That's how I am. I'm very robotic, and then on weekends I really mix it up. Then there's some people who like variety. So then it's you're gonna have to cook different things. So it's if you're gonna meal prep and you like different foods every day, then of course you'll have to set that up for yourself too. Now, I find the easiest way is just if I eat the same exact thing, and then whenever I want to switch things out, I just go in and switch out the macro for the macro. So it's let's say if I'm eating rice in my meals all week long, and the next week I'm you know what, I don't really want rice. All I do is I'll just go in and I'll take the rice. I know how many calories I consume there, and I'll swap it for another carb. So maybe I want potatoes, noodles. Maybe I'm gonna have quinoa the whole week or lentils, whatever it may be. I'll just swap them and I'll just make sure the calories add up. So you can do that through Google. I do it through like a system. We create our meal plans and everything for our clients, but you can do it through Google very simply or MyFitnessPal and align those calories. Now that's the easiest way because number one, it builds discipline. You know, you turn your thoughts from like what is it called? So I live to eat. So like, you know, the obsession of just trying to, you know, get the best delicious meals all the time to switching it to like, okay, I'm eating to live so I can function properly. And of course you want to make sure you enjoy your meals though, so it's sustainable for you, right? So that's why I find like if you just do it like on a weekly thing where it's just like, you know, similar meals, so you don't have to meal prep as much, you don't have to switch things around, get all confusing, and then have a good enough variety that you're happy with, and then every week or 2 weeks or whatever it may be, like you can just go and swap it out, and it's so much easier. It'll save you so much time, save you from buying like all these different foods. Like what I do is like I'll buy potatoes and rice and everything, these big bags, and that way it saves me a ton of money because instead of like, let's say buying like one little rice bag for one day, and that's going to be like, let's say like one little rice bag we'll say is anywhere between $3-4. Instead, I'll buy like a massive container that lasts me like almost a month, like a huge container, and it's only like $16. So it's like it saves you a tremendous amount of money if you just buy it in bulk, and that's another reason why I like just eating similar things. But again, at the end of the day, it depends on you personally and what's gonna be sustainable, realistic. So moving onward, once you figure out like what you want for meals and stuff, so I'd recommend like protein every single meal, okay? The next thing is making sure you're getting in a healthy, you know, filling carb. And then also, of course, you know, get your greens and everything too. So once that's set up there, and again, you gotta figure out, number one, what meals you're gonna prep, right? So let's say just hypothetically that you're gonna make your breakfast in the morning, that's totally fine, but you wanna prep your lunches for the day, and then you're going to eat supper with your family and make that fresh, okay? So all we gotta focus on is getting the lunches done. When it comes to lunches, now you gotta figure out like, okay, so first of all, I'm gonna need some sort of protein. So you're gonna have turkey, chicken, you know, you're gonna have beef for lunch. What are you gonna have for lunch? Figure that out there. And then the next thing is the carbs. So, okay, so what do I want for carbs though? Do I want pasta? Do I want rice? Do I want potatoes? You know, figuring that out next. And then of course, add in some greens as well. So, you know, your broccoli, whatever it may be. Now, once that's done up there, the next thing is you need to do up your calories. So you gotta make sure your calories are aligned with it. This is the most important part if you actually wanna lose weight, because anybody can meal prep and eat healthy food nonstop. But the issue is that if you're eating too much food still, it doesn't matter if it's healthy or not, like you'll still gain weight or you won't lose weight at all if you're not in a calorie deficit. Okay, so this is the most important part. This is where a lot of people get lost. And I would say the easiest way to do this, if let's say, you know, realistically, you're not active at all and you're not really active, then I would just take your weight in pounds, multiply it by 10 and use that estimate and then go from there and adjust as you go. You know, after a few weeks, you're not losing weight, adjust it as you go. Now, if you're very active, like very active, times by 12, and then if you're medium, times by 11 or so, and see how that puts you. So that would be like your totally calorie amount that you'd want to eat in one day, okay? So once you have the total calorie amount that you'll eat in one day, then you got to remember though, is like, okay, wait, but on weekends though, like how do I eat on weekends? You know, am I gonna prep for weekends, or am I just gonna go free ball it on weekends and, you know, go out to restaurants and stuff? Because if you do that, or let's say, you know, you like the wine on the weekends and stuff, odds are you're probably gonna have to adapt to those calories. So you wanna make it so your 7-day average ends up being that amount of calories that you did originally, right? But here's the thing, like me, like I like to eat more on the weekends, right? So what I do, let's say for an example, let's say I'm trying to eat 2,500 calories on average for my 7-day average, right? Well, if I eat on the weekends and I know realistically like I'm gonna be getting more calories in, what I will do and what I do is I cut my calories down throughout the week from Monday to Friday. I cut them down by 200, maybe 300 or so. So that way I have that extra room to add back in on the weekend. So when I go out and pig out on cheat meals, or if let's say, there's a family event, or if maybe I decide to have a drink or whatever it may be, it's like I can have that. I have like that safety net of calories that I can fill up. So it's totally fine. Okay. So that's kind of what I do there. So that's what you got to figure out too, is like what realistically like does your lifestyle look like, and what do you want for yourself? It's all about, this is the thing. There's no one size fits all to this game. It's all about what is going to work specifically for you, getting everything on track, aligned, and then sticking with it so you can build the habits to actually maintain it. Okay? That's what it's all about. So once you figure out that though, then you take the calories, and then you can use MyFitnessPal, you can use my Google, and it's hard. It might be hard at first for you, like especially if you're just a newbie, like just beginning on this and weighing everything out and stuff. But I promise you, like eventually once you get into it and once you know like what you're consistently doing, like you don't even have to measure, you don't have to track, because you just know it so freaking well and you've eyeballed it so many times that it's just so simple. Like for me, like I don't have to track or nothing anymore. Like I know exactly what I need, and it's just like it's so easy for me now, and it will be like that for you too. Like many of my clients, my OG clients, we could call them, the clients who've been around for a little bit, like that's exactly what they do, and that's how they live their lives if they're the meal preppers, right? Because not everyone likes to meal prep. So that's the next thing though, is getting the calories done up. And the reason why that's important to me is because at first, you want to, like if you're on your own and everything, trying to figure this out, at first it's good and important to know your calories and your macros and stuff, but it's not a long-term solution, okay? So that's why you don't have to do it forever, because I just don't think it's really a long-term solution for most people. But at first it's good to get those numbers aligned. So that way, when you're putting in all that work, it's going to be worth it to you, okay? So that's it there. Now that you've got your kind of list and your plan, and you know like how many calories you need, and then you multiply that for like the week, then it's just going to get your groceries, checking the ounces or the kgs that they have there at the store, making sure that you're not over buying food or under, and then just getting the proper things you need, take it home, and then meal prepping. So for example, kind of like what I do is I go on Sunday evenings, and then I will get all the food I need. Okay, so let's say this next week I want, let's say I want chicken, and I want maybe some turkey or something like that in my lunches, and then I'm gonna have rice for my carbs, and let's say I choose to have potatoes or something for my carbs, right? And what I will do typically is I meal prep every one of my lunches, and then I also meal prep every single one of my carbs for supper. Okay, so again, I'm very basic, very plain when it comes to this. Like, you guys don't have to do this at all. This is just how I am. Remember, it's what works with you personally. So then what I do is on Sundays, Sunday evenings is when I'll meal prep everything up. So I'll put the chicken in, I'll put the potatoes, I'll do all that up, and I'll cook my rice at the same time. And I get everything all prepped for the whole week. And I make sure my full 5-day portions are set up properly. So I meal prep from Monday to Friday. Now, then I have my black containers that I have where I put all my portions in, and then as soon as the food's done, put all the portions in, put the sauces and spices that I want on them for the week. 2 to 3 meals will go into the fridge because they can stay fresh long enough for about 3 days, we'll say. And then the other ones just go right in the freezer, okay? And then with my potatoes, I put those all in the freezer. And then when, let's say, Monday comes around, I like taking the time in the morning to cook a fresh, nice breakfast because I listen to podcasts, motivate myself. So I'll cook my breakfast fresh, okay? And then for lunch, it's right there for me. So it's so easy because I don't have to cook. I don't have to spend an hour cooking it up, and I don't have to get everything together. Like, it's all done. So I just can grab it and go and eat my food. And then when it comes to supper, same thing. I don't have to spend all this time, cooking up the carbs or anything like that and doing that. I just get to focus on cooking up that beautiful steak and getting the steak ready. And then it's just I'll defrost how much potatoes I'm gonna have. I'll heat them up in the microwave for a little bit, or put them in the frying pan with my potato or with my steak, and then boom, it's all done. And it's so much easier, and it saves me so much time, because imagine this. It's like, You could spend 30 minutes to an hour every single day cooking those fresh meals and then getting them ready. And some people have that time and they like to do that. And that's totally fine. But I don't like taking the time to do that. So instead what I do is on Sunday, I'll just take an hour and a half or so. Like, it doesn't take much time at all, right? Because I eat very similar foods. So I just prep it all at once and then boom, it's done for me. And then I save myself like hours and hours for the week. And then when Saturday comes around, what I'll typically do is I'll have a later breakfast. So that way I'll kind of not really fast, but like I just choose to like just work in the mornings. And then after that, I'll have my breakfast later on the day. And then after that, I'll usually my second meal will be like a restaurant food, right? Or my cheat meal for the week. And then I have like little snacks, whatever it may be on Saturday. And then Sunday is very similar too, you know, a nice solid breakfast and then a decent supper as well. But that's kind of how my meal prep works there. And that's like what works with me personally and what's like sustainable and realistic for me. But again, meal prep is going to help you tremendously with saving your time, getting the portions, your macros, you know, your calories and everything on track. It's going to teach you a ton about nutrition, and it's going to make your life so much simpler. So this is, I really recommend this. Now, again, you don't have to do this. You can do calorie counting, you can do meal prep, but then not count your portions and stuff. But if you're like, you want to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck, then that method there is going to help you most, because you'll know your calories, you'll know everything's aligned for you, you can get it done, save yourself a tremendous amount of time, and it just helps build those proper skills. So that is the training for today. Now, it might be a little confusing for you. You might want to watch this a few times, and that's all right. I recommend you go through it a couple times, and if you have any questions for me specifically, just message me personally, and I can help you out with that. And again, if you want to just cut all that nonsense out, if you're like, hey, this is way too much, and like I don't even have time, or I don't want to spend time to figure this out, and you want a custom plan that is going to help you build a sustainable lifestyle when it comes to your weight loss goals, then message me CH for some details, because we do the whole A to Z for our clients there. So we take that stress away for you so you don't have to worry about it. So if you want that help, shoot me a message and we can definitely help you out there. But again, everyone, this is going to be about like when you get the nutrition on track, it's like 80+% of the results. Like for example, when I was younger and I was working out and everything, I had no idea about the nutrition. And when I finally took some of my courses on nutrition and I really dove into that rabbit hole is when I discovered the importance behind it, and my gains that I made in like 6 months of like proper meal prep and everything compared to like my last, we'll say like 3 years of training was like unbelievable. Like the gains I made was like the progress and everything was unbelievable. And my clarity, my mental health, how I felt about myself, my skin, my muscles, everything was like just exploded. So I really recommend this. And if you have any questions, again, I'm always here to help out. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed today's training. And if you watched it this far, leave a smiley face down below. And again, always here if you need some help. And other than that, have a wonderful rest of your week, CH family. I'll see you next time.